Tony G is looking down at pocket threes. Pre-flop begins with a strategic alignment that sets the stage for a spectacular three-way collision. Harlow initiates the action with a standard opening to 1,400 holding pocket jacks. In most scenarios, this is a dominant hand, but the table dynamic is loose and speculative. Tony G decides to flat call. This is a classic set mining maneuver. Tony is banking on the deep stacks and his ability to hide the strength of a small pair if he connects. The flop falls an absolute tactical explosion. This texture acts as a total trap door for all three players. Tony G thinks he has struck absolute gold, flopping bottom set of threes, but Mercier has flopped the nut straight. Harlow, meanwhile, holds an overpair to the board with his pocket jacks. After Mercier checks his draw, Harlow fires a continuation bet of 4,000. He is betting for value and protection, but he is walking into a psychological minefield.
One thing we're lacking is action.
This is the strategic pivot point where the hand enters the stratosphere. Jason Mercier, holding the straight, decides to seize the initiative with a massive 3-bet to 29,000. By doing this, Mercier is effectively representing a straight or a set of fours. Tony refuses to be bullied and executes a clinical 4-bet to 125,000, effectively putting Mercier all in.
Quick call from Jason.
Like a nerd with a hot chick's phone number, Mercier calls immediately.
Wow, what a flop.
Tony G would like to call this date off.
I just run it once.
They're going to run it once.
Nearly 250 grand in the middle.
Better for the TV viewer.
Good luck, boys.
Tony will need the board to pair.
It doesn't on the turn. 8 of spades.
I want to feel his heart rate, Jason.
Feel mine.
Yours, we're not, whatever, Yours is gonna ding, ding, ding. His is like ding, ding. Close your eyes, kid. You'll know by the reaction.
The river. The 6 of clubs. And Jason Mercier doubles up to 237 grand.
2 flops and been all in both times.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down on ace-9 offsuit.
Doing an add-on, if no one objects.
No, of course.
I don't object.
Add on for as much as you like. Up to 500,000.
Pre-flop. This is a perfect example of how one aggressive decision can pull 3 other players into a very volatile pot. Brunson opens with 6-5 suited, a classic loose raise that keeps the game flowing and his range wide.
I call.
Hellmuth wakes up with ace-9 offsuit and chooses a big 3-bet to 12,600. That sizing is doing a lot of work. He wants to isolate the opener, pick up the dead money, and use position plus skill edge rather than pure cards. The problem is the hand itself. Ace-9 offsuit looks pretty, but in a re-raised pot it is in terrible shape against any calling range that includes better aces, big pairs, and suited Broadway.
I raise the pot.
When Wiggins looks down at pocket kings behind all of this, he is in a dream spot and decides just to call. That flat call is very tempting. He keeps all the weaker hands in, disguises his strength, and gives himself a chance to win a huge pot without ever having to face a 4-bet, but it also invites the players behind to come along with speculative holdings.
12-6.
Yep.
Call.
We have some cannon action over here.
And Brunson, getting an excellent price in closing the action, comes along as well.
I know Tony's gonna call it, so I might as well too.
Yeah. I love these big pots.
What a sick hand this is. 4 ways.
I'm landing on anyway next pot, so it's like a free roll for me.
By the time the dealer spreads the flop, Hellmuth's isolation 3-bet has turned into a 4-way pot where his dominated ace-9 has to navigate 2 deep stacks and one of the strongest starting hands in poker. The flop comes 9-10-9, and the board instantly rewrites everyone's expectations.
That flop looks like you, doesn't it?
No, Phil, I look like me.
17,000.
Phil bets 17,000.
If you look like me, why you bet so much?
Hellmuth, who started the hand with the most questionable value hand, suddenly finds himself holding trips with top kicker. From his point of view, this is about as good as it gets. He blocks full houses with his ace-9, beats every overpair, and is way ahead of any 10x that peeled pre-flop.
36,000.
I love you, Ernest.
I tried again, but I just can't.
Doyle folds.
I was gonna race. I'm so sick.
Tony G's out.
Wow. This is almost certainly disaster for our loose cannon.
200,000.
What are you gonna do if I move in? You gonna call?
Phil, of course I have no choice but to, my brother.
You got aces or kings or something or what?
Man, if I had aces or kings, man, I'd be the man right now, wouldn't I?
Well, I don't think I have a choice here. This is so sick. All right, I guess I'm all in.
I call. Kings.
I got 3 9s.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
What were you slow rolling him for?
Here, man.
Maybe at 10's full. I mean, he was so happy.
That was so unreal.
That was torture.
I didn't mean to slow roll. Hold on. How many times do you want to deal it?
Gimp.
You want to deal it 4 times? No, that's not.
When
a
you
slow
know
roll.
he's gonna call because he says it.
You know,
and
Phil Locke, why don't you just stay out of it? Why don't you stay out of it?
'Cause I'm right here and I
because
felt bad.
you've been so far out of line to me, and every time we've played, and I'm just sick of it. So why don't you just mind your business?
12,600.
But he's right. It was a pretty sick slow roll.
I'm sorry, because I haven't done anything like that in my whole life.
Were you folding? I can't get away from this. The whole speech. The guy's already in.
He's already got 80% of
Joel
it.
decide.
4 times?
Yeah, it gives you a better chance to
Hey,
win.
damn sure do. Cool.
A jack of hearts.
Queen. Yeah, queen,
Queen,
king.
king.
The river, an ace of diamonds. Round 1 goes to Hellmuth. The turn, a king.
There we go. Full house. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get me down.
The river's a 3.
15% dog. Ernest has won the second pot.
So that's cool. I'm feeling good right now. Well,
A 7 of spades.
Everybody's rooting for a spade.
It is a spade.
goddamn
Spade up 2-1.
Hey.
That's loose cannon. He's up 2-1.
Why did you go for 4 times? You win.
A queen on the turn.
Jack. There's a jack.
The final river card. It's a king.
That's real. He hit 3 out of 4. He hit 3 out of 4. That's with the worst hand. Why is everyone so happy except Phil? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Huh?
Negreanu picks up Jack 4 suited, a hand most of us will fold, but Negreanu opens light to attack the straddle money, and Williams just flats with kings, which is a great slow play in this lineup. By not squeezing, he keeps the weaker parts of Negreanu's range in, lets the third player come along with dominated hands, and hides the real strength of his holding. On a jack-high flop, the initiative flips to pure range advantage. Negreanu has all the top pair junk kickers, all the jacks from his open, and tons of c-bet candidates. His small bet is value and protection at the same time. He wants folds from underpairs and worse broadways while still keeping dominated jacks in the pot. Williams springs the trap with a raise that does 2 jobs. It inflates the pot against the exact hands he's targeting, top pair worst kicker, and it taxes the draws and gutters that would love a cheap turn. The sizing is clever, big enough to deny, small enough to keep Negreanu attached with his 1-pair hands. Negreanu's call is the disciplined answer. If he 3-bets, he isolates himself versus sets and overpairs. By calling, he controls the pot, keeps bluffs alive, and forces Williams to keep telling a story on later streets. The turn pairs Negreanu, and that changes everything.
This is such a dirty card. I mean, who can really put someone on Jack 4?
Jack 4 goes from bluff catcher to a genuine value hand that beats the most common part of Williams's line, which is exactly the overpairs that raise flop and barrel turn. When Williams continues with a confident bet, his range is face-up strong but capped below sets because of the pre-flop flat.
I'm all in.
Negreanu's shove is surgical. It denies the river to kings and queens. It charges every nut flush draw or combo draw that decided to keep pressing, and it leverages fold equity against hands that hate calling off but also hate folding. Precisely the overpairs that slow played pre. If he only calls, he lets every overcard, counterfeit, or backdoor scare card complicate the river, and he gives Williams a free shot. Jamming sets the price now and punishes the trap.
How much is it?
50, 74, 9, 80. Call? Once or twice?
Okay, we're gonna see hands first or no?
Well, I don't care. I'll do twice either way.
I'll do twice.
First river card is a jack.
Oh, that's it. That's a good one for me.
The second river is a 7.
Tony G is looking down on pocket 6s.
Liberal rules for straddling.
What are the rules?
Any position, any amount you like.
Whatever you want. You can just put 10,000.
People have, 100,000 I've seen.
Wow.
Straddle?
All the time.
$100,000
$100,000 straddle. all the time. If the
It'd be
guy
kind of hard to fold if you bought him for 150.
Pre-flop, this is classic. Everybody's got a story set up in a 3-bet pot. Negreanu opens light from early position with 7-5 offsuit, doing what he does best, putting chips in and trusting his post-flop edge. Corkins wakes up with ace-king and makes it 10K, completely standard. He is isolating the opener, expecting to play a big pot heads up with the range and skill advantage. Then Tony G in the blinds looks down at pocket sixes and just flats, which is already interesting. Sixes hate getting 4-bet and blown off their equity, but they love seeing 3-way flops with deep stacks. When Negreanu completes, you end up with a bloated 3-bet pot where Corkins has the range advantage.
Join the party.
It's just 2 chips.
Tony has the sneaky set potential, and Negreanu is along for the ride with a hand that will usually have to give up. The flop comes about as good as it gets for Tony. Corkins smashes the board in the obvious way with top pair, top kicker, but Tony absolutely buries it underneath with bottom set. Negreanu's 7-5 connects only with the 6, giving him some weak backdoor dreams, but he is already in trouble if money goes in.
Put a little pressure on.
Maximum pot.
At least you're not in. That means I got a chance or a fold. It's when they move straight in, then you it.
Hoyt is in a wicked spot.
Right, I'm drawing live no matter what. Believe me, whatever you do, I'm alive in this hand. It's not like I'm putting my money in cold dead, you know?
What would you do in this situation? You have Tony G blabbering in your face while you have top pair. Let me know in the comments.
You call 10,000 cold, huh? All right, I'm all in.
Corkins shoves and Tony calls.
Drawing real life.
Hoyt sees how thin he's drawing.
Wow.
How many times would you like to run it?
I think I got to run it, what, 40 times to get one?
40 times to win one.
You want to run it twice? That means...
Okay.
We'll run it
Twice is good.
2 times.
4 spades on the turn.
I make the
So
nuts.
Tony's won half the pot.
Wow.
Yeah, the absolute nuts.
All right, let's put something out there to give us a bit of hope. Okay? Dealer, I want a big card, a huge card.
It's a queen.
There it is.
Now he needs a tan.
The river. It's a king.
How close was that?
Okay, guys.
Really?
Maria Ho is looking down on King 9 suited. She limps the button, which already tells you her plan to keep ranges wide and let him put himself in a bad position post-flop. Ike makes it 230K from the blind. That's classic heads-up logic. Punish the limp, isolate, take control with position post-flop. The problem is, Maria's hand actually plays great versus that sizing, and her call means Ike is now in the blender with a weak, dominated hand in a bloated pot. This flop is basically nightmare equity mapping for Ike. He flops trips if he's Maria, but he's not Maria, she is. He just pairs his 6. With that texture, from Ike's perspective, he's going to get called by worse a lot if he bets, and he's also repping strong, so he continuation bets 175K. That C-bet with middle pair is him kind of value protecting and denying equity versus overcards. Maria just calls. She doesn't raise, and that flat is so evil. If she raises the flop, Ike can sometimes hero fold hands and avoid lighting the rest of the clip on fire. By just calling, she keeps in literally everything he can keep barreling with. He shuts down. He checks. That check is him saying, okay, maybe I don't need to blast with just a 6 here. Let's control. Maria bets 310K into that check. That sizing is nasty because it forces Ike to start making real decisions with a bluff catcher, and it continues the story that she could just be stabbing after he gave up on the king. From Ike's point of view, her line still looks super wide. She can absolutely be floating with air and now trying to win it. So Ike calls. The river pairs the 6. That is the cruel part. Ike goes from, I have 2 pair, I'm bluff catching, to wait, I've got a full house now, 6 is full of 9s. I actually beat random bluffs and counterfeited 9s that didn't improve. His hand upgrades in his mind. He checks, planning to catch, and Maria just rips it in.
And she shoves on Ike.
I want to make a really big fold here. I think you have it.
5 seconds.
Yeah, okay. Time to look either real smart or real dumb. Ugh, that was gross.
Doug Polk kicks things off with Jack-9 suited, a hand that can pop off real hard if the flop comes just right. Doug has already 3-bet his opponent raised, trying to portray strength. As he is calling, I am inclined to tell you that Owen, the guy with the pocket tens, is an amateur, and I think this is his first professional table. Imagine playing versus one of the biggest names in the game on your first table.
Doug hits 2-pair on this flop.
Owen's got some escape hatches, though, in the form of an 8 for a straight or, of course, a 10.
After the flop delivers a 2-pair for Doug Polk, I am starting to worry about our friend Owen here. He is indeed holding a good pair and has an open-ended straight flush draw, but Doug is currently holding the nuts and is looking to apply pressure with another $4,000 bet. Our amateur has a big decision to make, so he naturally takes his time, but ends up calling. I bet he is feeling the straight on the river.
How much do you have behind here? It's like 23, 43, 50? 50?
Oh my goodness.
Nice turn card for Owen. Not only does he have the straight, he's got straight flush redraw.
With the straight on the turn, Owen now takes 35 seconds to decide that he wants to bet more than half the pot for $10,000. But don't worry, I have sped it up for you.
Owen goes for a 2/3 pot bet. Sets up a nice-sized river shove, should he get called.
After the amateur bet, Doug's call was almost like a snap call compared to how long they're taking to decide this game.
Doug's not going to go anywhere. 2-pair just yet. And there's the straight flush.
Wow. All in.
Owen does go all in.
Really brutal.
But if Owen taking so long to decide wasn't enough, Doug Polk contemplated the laws of the universe for 1.5 minutes before making his decision. But once again, I have sped up to his decision. Let's check it out.
Queen X of diamonds. I have so many hearts, though.
Doug is just trying to think of hands that he beats.
I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit.
Yeah, maybe Owen has king, queen of diamonds exactly.